Hey y'all, it's your girl actually Nicole, and we are here today at the Lick Show where we are talking about aligning and declining and formulating that to your life. Be right back.
You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is Whining Women Wednesday, and we are talking about aligning and declining to formulate the life I desire here today. So, as we all know, I'm very, very, very familiar with the alignment. So it's more so of alignment over approval, like choosing yourself every time. As women, we have to learn to choose ourselves day in and day out. Family is fine. Um, the show is going to run as long as you choose yourself. But just remember, you can call in with us today here on the Lick Show, and you can also tune in on YouTube at Hits 92.3. And you can call in and chat with me today at 404-254-4347. I'm in the building today solo until my co-host comes in, Tiffany A. Vincent. She'll be in just a little while because your girl KELZ is on break. Hi, KELZ. Not yet, but you know she gonna be watching. So you have to let go of people, places, and things. I actually did a segment earlier this week pertaining to that on one of my individual platforms. And everybody was talking about it because I'm just at this stage in my life personally where I'm releasing, like I said, people, places, and things. So if it does not align with where I'm going or where I see my future going, then I don't want to be involved with it. And when people try to give me their insight, I don't take direction or I don't take opinions or I don't take advice from people I wouldn't trade places with. What you feel about that? So if I wouldn't trade places with you, why would I take your advice? Relationship wise, business wise, financial wise, raising my children, none of that. What she say, clock hit? That's a good one. Uh-oh, Sunshine is about to make a comment. Okay, there we go.
No, I actually like that. I've always just believed in the power of three. I usually ask three people for advice. Somebody that is uh doesn't know anything about me or whatever's going on. Somebody non-biased. Somebody who I feel like has wisdom, and I would internalize what they said, and then somebody close to me. But definitely there are people who I don't ask certain stuff to because I don't like what their situation look like. So yeah, I
Absolutely.
feel you. I feel you.
Absolutely. Because if I don't like what your situation looks like, then how are you going to help guide me? And I do have like a core set of people that I reach out to when I need certain things. Like I have one friend that I reach out to all the time when it's business related. And she always gives me like great advice when it comes to business. We're kind of in the same field. It's more so I'm just more so behind the chair and she's more so behind the scenes. When it comes to relationships, I can't say that I have anybody specifically that I ask questions to pertaining to relationships because it's not really anybody in it's not really anybody in my inner circle that I feel like has a relationship that I can just say, "Oh my god, like that's a good foundation that I like." I mean, their relationships are fine, but it's not the foundation that I want. Um my uncle has a good relationship, but he's always told me how that worked. So I was able to go with that, previously. But and then like when it come to finance, I talk to my significant other because to me, he set the mood, he set the payment. So that's mine. So with that. And then as far as declining, it's more so the power of no. So many people don't say no. It's like they always say yes to when people ask them certain things. They're always ready and available. And I'm learning in this new journey at this new big age of 40 that it's okay to say no. It's okay to not always be present for other people and just to be present for yourself. It's okay for me to take time out and just focus on me and focus on my household and not have to worry about others. Getting advice comes from all perspectives, winners, meditators, and losers. Big red leads. I mean, that's fine. I just personally don't like what if you're losing in a situation, what kind of advice you gonna give me? How not to do that? I mean, maybe that's the only way.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, a crackhead can tell me a lot.
Yeah, but
Cause guess what? I'm not doing crack
I'm not
after
gonna do
after
it.
seeing that. I'm not
Right,
doing that.
so-
You can learn a lot from somebody with a bum lip. You can learn a lot.
I mean, when you say I'm already seeing you do that. So, and most times, people who are in that aspect where they are losing, 90% of them are not gonna tell you how they're losing. They're gonna stick with what they have going on. Because again, a crackhead is not gonna tell you that I took that one bump and I kept going. Like they're not. They're gonna make you feel like it's the best thing in the world. So no, that's not my thing.
She said that's not my
It's
ministry.
not my thing. It's not my ministry. And I'm not doing it.
Oh,
I can't believe you said that.
I mean,
But no, I mean a lot of people say that, but it's the no for me. That's where I'm learning to decline.
because I think I've learned a few things. I can't state them right now, but I think I've probably learned a few things from some losers. I could understand where Big Red is coming from there, because you know what? Okay, in a sense, divorce is a loss.
Okay, it is.
And you can learn a lot from talking to divorced people.
Okay.
You can learn a lot.
So this is the thing. Some, not all, because I am a divorcee. Some divorced people like to harbor on how marriage is bad. They harbor on the negatives. I think that's more so of it for me. They harbor on the negatives instead of what can change. Because I don't care what nobody say. When it comes to divorce, it takes two people. Divorce does not happen because it's solely just one person. It takes two people. Because it takes two people for a failed relationship. And I think when it comes to divorce, KELZ is probably the only person that I know that's divorced that actually doesn't really speak bad on it. Like KELZ will get married tomorrow if she had the right person.
Yeah.
So I think that's a divorced person that I would, take that particular advice from. But
Right.
it just all depends. But again, it has to be a person that I'm willing to walk in their shoes. So if I can't walk in your shoes, then I'm not going to do that. Oh, they will tell you The Power of No is a good book to pick up. I'm going to have to pick that one up because I'm definitely a reader. I read all day, every day. I came into the radio station today listening to my books. So I'm going to have to look that one up. Big really? Oh, okay. So you guys, why are you looking like that?
I'm doing my job.
Oh.
I'm back here working.
Alignment and being scared, moving through fear without self-sabotage. I know personally I am a self-sabotager.
What does that look like for you?
For
like,
me?
How do you know, like when people say that they know that they self-sabotage?
I know that I
For a person that doesn't know if they self-sabotage, what does that look like?
For me, it's looking at the negative first before going into the positive. So, if we take for an example, it's like you always when you think of a specific topic or you think of a specific category or anything or what you're going to do like a business venture, you always look at the wrongs, what's going to happen negative versus what's going to happen positive.
Mm.
You think you self-sabotage?
I don't know. I don't know. But after some stuff ChatGPT said to me, I'm really reflecting on some of my processes. And for a person that consistently hears how much potential they have or how close they are, at some point maybe I do need to reflect on some sort of self-sabotage. Like maybe I'm right there and it's me that's stopping me from getting there. I don't know. I'm not going to say that I do it and I'm not going to say that I don't. I just want to know how to conceptualize it or how to recognize it so that as I'm going through some of this stuff, if it is that, then I can say, hey, that's what that is. Like once I realized what imposter syndrome is or was, over a couple of years, I really worked at noticing when it was around and what I could do for it. Right. And so now I've named my imposter syndrome. Her name is Rochelle. When I start feeling a certain kind of way, I talk to Rochelle as if she's a person and putting her in check.
So is Rochelle the one that sabotages and Sunshine is the one that puts in the work?
Rochelle is my imposter syndrome. Rochelle is the part of me that tells me that you might not be good enough or you don't have enough numbers or.
And see, that's self-sabotage because I did that to myself. I know when I go to launch certain things, I always think about, well, what if this doesn't happen or this isn't going to happen? I put the negative first instead of putting in the positive. And I feel like when we put in the negative first, we automatically put it into the universe that it's going to be a fail instead of allowing it to just align and work. It's hard for me to align with the right people in a crab in a barrel industry. KELZ, that's true. That's definitely true. And KELZ is actually tuned in to us today, you guys, on YouTube.
Because why ain't she here? Because why ain't she here though?
We're not gonna do her like that. Okay. We're not gonna do that. But alignment with the right people though, KELZ, the right people come into play. It's more so of are you noticing them or are they just like off to the side? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like when it comes to being around the right people, you could be in the room with 100 people and you mixing and mingling, and it takes just one person to actually be that particular right person. So it's just like you said, it's a crab in a barrel. So it's so many people that you got to kind of wing out the good and the bad, especially in the industry that KELZ is in, because KELZ is in this whole entertainment industry. I don't think that industry is for me. I don't think I would really work in that industry.
I believe I have a certain I have but so far that I'm going to be able to go, because it's just things that I'm not going to want to do or I'm not going to want to compromise. And I've already, like, me and KELZ had that talk. Like, we both know once we get to a point where we feel as though it's something that's going against our actual character, like who we feel we want to be or whatever, then we got to be able to we got to be willing to say, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be India Ari, or I'd rather be Maya, or I'd rather be the Dave Chappelle's of the world, the people who was like, all right, well, if this is my ceiling, because I don't want to suck dick.
Why we was just talking about that?
But this is my shit. But right. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what it's got to be, then that's what it's got to be. Like, if I'm only going to get but so far because I'm not willing to put myself in positions that I don't want to be in, then so be it. I just got to figure out a way to pivot. But I can't just, you know.
I'm not going to sell my soul just for $1 or for fame. Right. So I think that's where it come in. Because I guess it's a moral, you know, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with being where I'm at. So that's where we come in. We're declining doing things that don't go with us, or that doesn't align with what we see life is, for ourselves, and it's really okay.
So when you guys talk about being in alignment with people or whatnot, right? When you find that you aren't in alignment anymore,
Mm-hmm.
what is your method of getting away from them? Like, people always be like, I just cut them off. You can't just cut off everybody.
No, you can't.
Y'all. Like, come on
You
now.
can't.
There are people that are so ingrained within your life, or that have been like that best friend that you've had for 20 years. I know you want to say, girl, just cut her off. But that's been like, she is a part of your history. Some people you just can't cut off. Or you hear people saying, well, if the relationship ain't no good no more, just cut it off. Okay, yeah. But
That depends, though.
sometimes you can't just get out of that relationship with that person that you love, even though you know that in the future loving them might not be the best thing for you.
But that's
you
the
know
thing.
What I mean?
So,
how
like,
do y'all do that?
With relationships, you can love a person and not be in love with them, right?
Definitely.
So, with that being said, removing alignment from a relationship is more so easier for me than it is a friendship. And the reason that I feel like it's easier is because I've given you the rope to kind of hang yourself in a relationship. Like, I give you the rope. So with me giving you the rope to hang yourself, you ultimately are the demise of our relationship. And I'm not going to say it's easy, because no relationship is easy, especially when you have like other things involved, when you have kids involved, when you have like finances involved, when you have assets and things like that. So it's definitely not going to be something that's easy, but you have to wake up and choose yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you want to wake up and be happy, or do you want to wake up and be unhappy every day? And in my big age and in my big life, I'm going to always choose me. I'm going to choose me first, because if I'm not happy, nothing else around me is going to be happy. Big Red Lee said, KELZ, crabs don't belong in a bucket. You are not the bucket surroundings. Quit being a crab. Be a dolphin or orca. Oh, okay. That was a good one. But no, and then when it comes to like friendships or whatever, do you really need a friend? You know, like, I mean, honestly, do you really need that particular friend? Like, you have to do the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads. And if everything is saying is going towards the bad, then you just don't have to, you have to kind of like weed yourself away from the person. So you can, I mean, there are different ways where you can stop the communication. I mean, I don't know, because I don't really have a group of friends that I had to wean myself from. I've had the same best friend since I was 11. And I mean, we find if we go without talking to each other, she's okay, because she understands, you know, like, life goes on. I have a family. She has a family. We have businesses. We have other things that go along. DJ P. Joe, the entertainment industry is definitely the crab in the barrel industry of the world, especially the nightlife. Lord knows I know. See, that's why I couldn't do like nightlife. Like, nightlife is not for me. Um, Nightlife is a lot of pick me's. You know, it's a lot of phony. It's a lot of everybody being the same. And I just like to be myself. I don't necessarily want to be in an industry where everybody trying to be the same. Same as Sunshine. People are mad. I won't join reality TV. I want to be the celebrity's friends that works behind the scenes. I don't want to be B. Simone's friend, though. KELZ,
we got to go on commercial break.
We're gonna do a commercial break.
And we're gonna come back and dissect
and
all
we'll
of that.
come back and dissect everything that KELZ just stated. Stay tuned.
Body image and positivity are major impacts in today's society. At Nurse to Beauty, we believe in bringing the beauty from within to the forefront. For those of you who are planning to have cosmetic surgery, Nurse to Beauty is ready and available for all of your postoperative needs. My name is Dontricia Dunham, and I am the registered nurse and owner. I have over 10 years of experience with emergency medicine that has aided me in giving quality medical care for cosmetic surgery clients. We specialize in a number of safe and effective options and solutions to help you achieve your ideal body image. Have a one-on-one virtual consultation via phone or private suite location. Have your lymphatic therapies and all other postoperative needs performed by a licensed medical professional. Mobile postoperative services are also available upon request. Not interested in cosmetic surgery at this time? No worries. We also provide an array of body modification services to fulfill all of your beauty enhancement requests. We understand how costly aftercare can be after a cosmetic surgery. Ask about our affordable payment plans today with instant approval and no hard credit check. Log on to www.nurse2beauty.com for more information. Call or text 404-849-0260. For education, client transformations, and reviews, follow all of our social medias at Nurse2Beauty. See you next time.
Every day is a new choice. We make our beds and we lie in them. Who do you want to lay down with? Choose wisely. Met you on Friday, picked you up on Saturday. Sunday night you calling me over and over and over again, telling me that you're ready to rock me steady, rock steady. I got you so addicted, I should've never let you taste my love, my love. Damn right I wanna see you again, but I'm not ready for no love affair. Still you ask me what is happening, when I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Take it from me, from me, from me. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Gonna be hard. Take it from me, from me, from me. Damn right I wanna see you again, but I'm not ready for no love affair. And still you ask me what is happening, when I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to wait. Take it from me, baby. Take it from me, take it from me, take it from me, baby. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Don't wanna leave me alone. From me, from me. Take it from me, from me, from me. Oh.
You know, I'm Ashley Nicole. Today I'm in the building and our topic is aligning and declining to formulate the life I desire. You can call in and chat with me at 404-254-4347, or you can watch us on YouTube at Hits 92.3. So when we went to break, we had a comment come in from KELZ. And the comment was, people are mad I won't join reality TV. I want to be the celebrity's friends that works behind the scenes. but I don't want to be B Simone's friend though. So with that being said, because B Simone has been very, very popular in the media for the last, I want to say 2 weeks, because it's been since the award show. And she did like a little after vlog, like a recap. And a lot of things that stood out in that was the comparison between Bloomingdale's and H&M. And that was I thought about it in two ways because I am an entrepreneur. And with being an entrepreneur, sometimes when you're starting up a different portion of your business, or when you're trying to launch your business and you don't have the financial backing of another person or the financial backing of like a bank, you have to use your own assets. You have to use your own liquid cash. And with that, you have to scale back some. So I didn't see a problem with her saying she was going to H&M versus Bloomingdale's. Now, what I did see the problem with it was maybe the comparison. Like Bloomingdale's is up here and H&M is down here, and since she had to go down here to H&M, she felt like she was lowering her standards. When
That's what I felt like. It's just like when she was talking down on them 9 to 5 dudes. Like maybe it's not what you saying and it sound different in your
Yes.
head than when you say it out loud. But that's why you got a podcast and you could edit and you could have resaid that differently. It wasn't even live radio. Like they didn't even catch you live. You edited that. And
like I'm trying to watch what I'm saying because it's live radio.
yeah, like
But
you could have edited that and resaid and been like, nah, what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying?
no, but I mean, so for me, because I didn't see that aspect, because I don't know what she said when it came to dating a 9 to 5er, but as an entrepreneur, I don't want to date a 9 to 5er. But I don't want to date a 9 to 5er because I don't feel like they're going to understand. They're not going to understand my work ethic. They're not going to understand that at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning I'm sitting up on the computer working, or they're not going to understand that yes, my last client is at 2, but something happened, so we're going to 7, 8 o'clock. So no, we cannot go to dinner at 7 o'clock like we originally planned. We have to kind of change it. So that's my reasoning for not wanting to date a 9 to 5. I want to date somebody that's on my own pace, that understands in entrepreneurship we have seasons. I want them to understand that everything does not just flow and align with the time frame that you desire. But I mean, the H&M and the Bloomingdale thing though, when that came out, I was more so of thinking it came out in a way that she didn't. I don't think that's how she meant it to come out. I feel like it came out and it was just taken out of proportion. And again, maybe it could have been edited a little differently. But when it comes to being like a celebrity friend and being behind the scenes, I don't even necessarily know if I just want celebrity friends like that. I mean, I have, celebrity associates, and I have people that I'm really close with that's in different industries, but they the same people to me. I mean, we are the same people. So it ain't like no different. You shit just like I shit.
I don't know. I'm one of them people who I be around so many different kind of people
Yeah.
that it's not too many people that's gonna make me just be like, ooh, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially since I've worked in media or I've worked in some sort of form of like you know what I mean? Like I've been behind the scenes at birthday bash for real,
Right.
for real. Like I don't need that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So I feel that the celebrity friend isn't really the biggest deal to me. Um the people that I want to be friends with, it's like I just got to get in different rooms.
That's what I think. For me, I would need to be able, I need to get, and that's why I said this year I'm networking differently. I need to be in different rooms. I need to align myself with people that are on the same path that I'm on. So not necessarily celebrities, but individuals that are on the path. Because when I think of a friend, or I don't think of a person who hold all their connections. Because as for me, when I call you my friend, if somebody walk in the room and I feel like it's something that you would want to do or something you've been talking about, I'm quick to connect people. I need people who are like that, who if I tell you, or if we're talking about something and I say, this is what my vision is and this is what I want to do, and then somebody comes around you, I need you to be like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me get your information. Let me give it to my girl, Ashley Nicole, because Ashley Nicole said this is what she want to do. Because I would do that. If somebody came to me and said they want to, like, if you came to me and said you want to do something and I had the connection to bring you with that, then I would bring that to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are the type of people that I want to align myself with, because it's so many days that people want to hold everything to themselves because they feel like they don't want to share.
So Big Red is actually one of the people like that I'm talking about. Like I would want to align myself with more people like that. Like in my mind, they're maybe about 5 to 10 years older than me, but they doing shit. You know what I mean? So when we talk about being in different rooms and stuff, one of the things that I said I was going to do this summer, well, more so this winter. This summer, I'm kind of just outside doing regular, you know, like ball headed hoe shit. But this winter, when I'm like really introverted and not really trying to pop out, I think I'm gonna start going to hotels. And when I work on my work, like when I be like I need a place to go work on my work, instead of trying to find a coffee shop or instead of trying to find a lounge or something, I'm gonna start going to different hotels and sitting there at their bars or sitting in their reception areas or whatever at the hotel and work on my computer, because they always have free Wi-Fi. They be having drinks and food, but the people that are in hotels or that are sitting in the hotel are going to be different than the people that are going to be at lounges and stuff. So I think that's one of those ways I want to get myself in different rooms, you know?
So mine is doing more mixers and more networking events. So I hate being out in public by myself. I hate being out in public at events and feel like I don't have anybody to talk to. But what I had to learn is when I go to networking events with somebody that I know, I tend to only talk to the person that I know or who they may know. So I'm going to my first one by myself here in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes.
So I'm the opposite.
What?
If I go to a mixer, I'm on. Like I know exactly what to do. I walk in, before I even walk in there, I say to myself, okay, before I leave, I'm going to talk to at least 10 people, or I'm going to give my spiel to at least 10 people. Or if I know who's going to be there, I'm be like, I am going specifically because before I leave, I'm going to talk to this person, right? But let's say you had a birthday party. I'm going to be like how you are at the mixers. I'm like that at the birthday party. Like, I don't know when it, like, I cannot talk to people. I'm by myself. I'm ready to go. Like, everybody up here is already friends. I don't know. But if I'm there to work the crowd, I can go talk to everybody. I'm a ball of energy and everything. But the moment it's just like about Cherie and not Sunshine, I am one of the shyest people you might meet.
I would never have known it.
I know, and people don't believe me when I say it, but
I've been out with you.
My real friends, they see it and they absolutely know. I will leave. Like, where did Sunshine go? Oh, nobody knew me. I didn't know nobody, and this was a friend thing. This wasn't I left.
See, I'm different. No, and I mean, I'm going to see how I am, because I went to a networking event a couple of, like, maybe a month ago. I went to a networking event, and I was uncomfortable when I first got there. But when I got there, I ended up knowing like 3 people. But I ended up staying with those 3 people. I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to push myself into more so just, like work in the room. Big Red Lee said Power Networking Conference. Is that a conference that's coming up?
Or is that something? Probably so. Probably so.
Like, is that a network is that something that's coming up, Big Red Lee? And it's somebody that you know, Sunshine?
Yeah, so actually that's my mentor. He I met him through Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, and we talk like quarterly. I tell him about the different things that I'm doing or I'm trying to do, and he helps me out. And he's the mentor I have now, but I'm definitely in a place where I need more. And the mentor that I'm searching for, or that I'm asking the universe for, is somebody who can mentor me in radio. He's more like a mentor in like sales and communication and things like that. So I'm looking for somebody who can help me with this. like take this to the next level. But Big Red is definitely trying to help me get my mind right in a lot of different places, like how I look at things or how I see things, how I hold myself and how I hold my own self-esteem or my own beliefs. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that stops you from doing the things that you need to do. So mentors are good.
It's routines, daily routines actually turn into like a habit. And I think those are things that would help me when it comes to going to that next level. So I'm at the process where I'm trying to find out what routine is going to work for me when it comes to health, wealth, and all the above, because I feel stagnant. DJ P just said, I'm in the same networking events, but when I take me a quick shot of Tito's or something similar, it's on and popping. See, I don't want to. That's the thing. The type myself, because a lot of people that I'm around, like if I take my significant other to an event, he just worked the room. And I just be like, what in the heck is going on? So maybe I need to get him to teach me a class or something. Because I mean, the man just works the room. And I just be like, okay, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. What?
No, just thinking about it. Like, I don't know. It just kind of depends. Some days it's weird. I don't know. Some days I can go in there and I can really work a room.
And then some days it's like you just don't have it to do.
I know what happened. I ain't talked to no. I just stood there with
the blank face.
Yep.
You think, for me, I think it's a fear. And again, it's self-sabotage. For me, it's the fear of no. Like, I automatically go into a situation thinking it's going to be a no. It's like, put yourself out there more. You know, do better. Put yourself out there in front of the people so that you can go to that next level. Because if I don't, I'm going to stay at this level. And this level is it's stagnant. It's I mean, I know we were talking about this like a couple of weeks ago. Like, are you okay with, you know, where you are at that particular moment? Like, where I'm at is fine, but it's not enough.
Right.
And as long as I feel like it's not enough, I'm never going to be complete. I'm never going to feel whole, because I don't feel like where I'm at in life is enough. Like, I want to show my kids different. I want to show them more.
I concur.
Okay, y'all, we're going to take a quick break here. I need a second. This is the L.I.C.K show. We'll be back.
Baby, come see me another day when money ain't a problem. And my Twitter account got about 5 million followers. I'm on a bumpy road, but bit I'm smooth and go like butter. Fly away like beauties do after their caterpillars. I'm changing, don't need a filter. Been vibing since I was a toddler. Got the juice from my father. Maybe that's why I bother to bring this light tonight and illuminate their tomorrows. Saving them from their sorrows. Hope if I lead, they follow. Cause man, we need a beacon, I'ma be that shit. Little girl made it off rapping, never sold a brick or hit a lick. Appreciate the little things, alleviate the lunatics. Then maybe then I'll take your shit. Cause baby, I've been thinking about it all day. Looks so good, I'll fuck you in this hallway. Trying to run the world, but I can't concentrate. Something like that Nunu and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that Nunu and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that Nunu and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that Nunu and Rashad. Babe, I'm feeling better and I'm stormy weather. Run off endeavors. Picked my ass off off the pavement. Thought I'd be there forever. I always think I know better. I always know that I don't. I'm seeing God as a humor. Sometimes I feel like a joke. Grandmama laughing in heaven. Still ain't nothing right with my blessing. You fresh air when I'm stressing. You make me feel like it's standing. Flying away from this planet. You pick me up when I'm landing. I can't be so damn distracted. Gotta go through with my planning. I knew that we were meant to be the night I caught your show. And now we running shit but have so very far to go. And all I need is you and me, and that's the only thing I know. So go ahead and drop them draws just like before. Yo, cause baby I've been thinking about it all day. Look so good, I'll fuck you in this hallway. Trying to run the world, but I can't concentrate. Concentrate. Something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad. Something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that new and Rashad.
I never asked you for much. I didn't ask you for us. Walked around, fell in love, and now I'm needing your touch. But you don't stay with me. You rather run the streets, and that's okay with me. 'Cause I can keep myself busy till you return. But I just got one question for me to learn. I gotta know, what if I needed you, would you come for me? What if I had a few, would you come for me? Boy, could you leave your crew to come rescue me? I gotta know, what if I needed you, would you come for me? What if I had a few, would you come for me? What if I needed you to shoot, would you bust for me? I gotta know, loyalty is everything. It's everything. I just need to know if you gon' keep it 100. Even though I don't wanna hear it, is you gon' let me know something? I hate being a blind. You think of me, do I be on your mind? When the money ain't, it's on it all the time. I know that you gotta grind, you know I'm on mine, but I just gotta know, what if I needed you, would you come for me? What if I had a few, would you come for me? Boy, could you leave your crew to come rescue me? I gotta know, what if I needed you, would you come for me? What if I had a few, would you come for me? What if I needed you to shoot, would you bust for me? I gotta know, I just gotta know, let me know something. I just gotta know, I gotta know. Is the energy the same? Is the energy the same? Is the energy the same? Boy, I just gotta know, what if I needed you, would you come for me? What if I had a few, would you come for me? Boy, could you leave your crew to
Show, and it is Wine and Women Wednesday, where our topic has been aligning and declining to formulate the life I desire. You can call in and talk to me. I'm at 404-254-4347, or you can catch us on YouTube at Hits 92.3. On our commercial breaks, we've been listening to my girl Kalor. I absolutely love her music. You can follow her on Instagram at I am Kalor. Now, back to what these topics are. We've been talking about aligning and declining when it comes to relationships, whether it is your spouse or whether it's friendships. And also, we did touch on the controversial topic with B. Simone that's been happening over the last couple of weeks. Here she go. What's Sunshine?
Do you think she's a bad friend? Of everything that you know about her, from the social media and the memes and the, like everything that you've seen through social media, do you think she is what people are saying, or do you think it's just clickbait and how she's being portrayed?
Okay, so you want to put me in the hot seat today? I see. That's very fine.
I said by
that's-
social
I- that's-
media.
Okay. So, according to social media and how it's portrayed, I think some of it is clickbait. Because controversial topics is what's going to cause a person to actually watch the interviews. It's what's going to cause people to actually listen to the interviews. I would have never listened to this interview that she just did if the clip that they posted was not about her friend who was homeless and on welfare, and her best friend is B. Simone. Like, that's what the topic was. So it made me click in like, dang, like your friend was homeless and on welfare, and like her best friend is B. Simone. But then you have to also think about it. B. Simone is B. Simone. She branded herself, right? But just because you brand yourself and you make the money as the person does not mean you're obligated to take care of your family and your friends, right? So she's not wrong for not taking care of people.
Okay, but her friend was like, I had to sit there and watch you give other people checks, but not help me out, not give me anything, not support me.
Not gonna say that you can't say this right or wrong because it's her money, right?
Right.
So with that being said, we all had the same 24 hours.
This is true.
Right? So because I go out and fumble my money, I'm supposed to want my best friend to handle my slack. Now I could pay you for a service, so like if it was me, I could pay you for a service, but if you fumble, and again, I don't know what the situation was, I don't know how it happened or anything, but just, hypothetically speaking, and speaking from what the topics were on the clickbait, I can't expect a person to watch me fumble my money and then want to give me their money for my needs. Because I get mad now. Like, if a person comes to me now and, you ask me for money to pay your rent and I help you pay your rent, but then you use your money to go get your hair done, or you use your money to go on a trip, or you use your money to go get your nails done, it's going to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? But it's not anyone's responsibility but your own to take care of you. Again, we all have the same 24 hours. I can put you in the room, but I can't make you work the room. And I'm speaking to myself because I can get put in the room, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to work the room the way that I need to. You know what I'm saying? I have to work on myself to do that. And when we all learn that it's your individual choice and what you have to work on, I feel like life would be better because nobody owes us nothing. Nobody. Why you just say, Because like, how would you handle that, Sunshine? So like, if me and you, we're going to use us as an example, right? So we sit here talking and you see me taking all these trips. You see me going out to eat. You see me smoking hookah and everything on a daily. But then I come to you on the first and say, Sunshine, I need to pay my insurance. You got $300 for me. What you going to say?
Now, definitely in that situation, it's going to be like, I think you had it. I definitely think you had it. when you put it like that, when you give it a perspective in that sense, you're right. You can't help but to be on B. Simone's side. But listening to her friend talk, and B. Simone just kept hitting her with the Jesus.
I didn't watch the whole. I watched some of the interview. I did not watch all of the interview.
That clickbait worked.
That
clickbait worked. So then the next question. Oh, you got 7 comments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So then the next question with that would become, is it worth it? Yes, you get in the clickbait and you get in whatever comes from that, right? But with people seeing you in this light and believing you this kind of person, is that worth it?
You want me to tell you something? The reason I'm not bigger than what I am, because I mean, I feel like if I use things to a certain level, then I could be on that particular level. But I'm not willing to use my family. I'm not willing to lose my integrity, and I'm not willing to use my friends for clickbait. It's nothing. You will never hear me in a public setting talking about things that go on with my friends or things that they're not okay with. You know, like speaking on. I don't want to use my friends and family for clickbait in any topic. Nobody. So it's not something that I would do. Big Red said she's a horrible friend. Her subconscious thoughts have been flying out of her mouth for years. My friends eat every time I eat. It's fine that it's fine that your friends eat when you eat, because I never want to be the friend that's eating and my friends are not eating. When you look at me and my group of friends, I want want it all to look like we're all on the same playing field, right? But you can't make people do things. You can put certain things in people's realm. You can put certain things in people's path, but you can't make them take it. So like, I don't know what what the friend was, but like if you're around her and you have that access, then what could you have done differently? You know what I'm saying? To get yourself into that financial realm. And then, I mean, what's wrong with getting a 9 to 5? Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I have plenty of friends that are on, like different platforms. Like one of my closest friends has her own show on Now That's TV. She's also a co-host on another podcast is well known. But you don't see me asking for handouts when it comes to different things. You know what I'm saying, of that nature. So you gotta work. At the end of the day, we all have to get up and we all have to work. I can't expect nobody to pay for my lifestyle but me. It is what it is.
$8,000. I mean, $8,000. Like, for real. I like that perspective, though. I'm going to definitely cut that up.
You gonna cut? Oh God, you gonna?
That's but I mean, because they dragging this girl.
They are, and I watched it for days. I watched it for days of them dragging her until finally I was just had to speak on it, because even when they were talking about the financial aspect and her saying that she broke, her words weren't that she's broke. Her words was she doesn't have the liquid cash because she funded her own app. So she funded her vision. And that's almost equate to like if KELZ didn't have the liquid cash, but she's funding her, her internet radio business. You know what I'm saying? It's like
me.
If I don't
funding all hustle, no fear, and I don't have no liquid cash.
If I don't have the liquid cash, but I'm floating, hair rehab. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and be mindful, you can go to hairrehabatl.com and use the code HITS92.3. And you'll get 20% off your order. All orders ship same day as long as it's ordered by 3 p.m. Plug.
There we go.
But no, so it's like, it's not the same. Like it's not the same. Like, I know I was talking about the other day, like purchasing like a family vehicle. I'm like, okay, so we got the money for this, but we also want to do this. So like, let's take a break. It's not a need. You know what I'm saying? So if something is not a need and you need the money to allocate it for something else, that doesn't mean that you broke. It just means that you're funding the money for something else. So she had it. And that topic, it's been really making me mad all week as an entrepreneur. But I really think that we should take the time and watch the full video. Because it's certain things, that people might say a person is a bad friend on because of how they wouldn't act. But put yourself in that person's shoes. If you watch your friend make decision after decision after decision, that's a financial, like a negative financially. Why I'm gonna give you my money?
Yeah,
I can waste my own money.
No, I agree with that. I definitely agree.
Like I can go waste my own money. I can give you $1,000. I can go buy me a purse. I might as well go buy a purse if you just gonna waste my money.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
And now we're gonna see what this
Yeah,
we gonna see what this chopped up about.
And I mean I really do agree with you on it because it's yeah.
Now you tongue tied, Sunshine. I didn't expect you to agree. I thought you had something else to say when it came to that.
No, I mean because I'm the type of person where logic over everything. If I have I can't stand a person who can't change their mind when presented with evidence or presented with a perspective that makes sense. It's not about anything else other than the perspective makes sense. Watching it as clickbait, we got sucked into the clickbait of it. Listening to that girl tell her story, watching her be like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like she played into right.
And I learned this. I learned, especially being on this particular show, I've learned so much when it comes to like the editing, because I see people take one little clip of something I say and then post it with something else and edit it together. And it's like, that's not how I said that. That's not the context of that. Like, you did this so people will click on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, when you put it in the perspective of, okay, but we don't know what kind of friend she was, just because she was going through all of that, how did she get there? Because yeah, I'm not about to fund your stupidity. I'm not. But on the other end of it, you also have those friends who come into money and they give. You know what I mean? And people take advantage of them, and you watch the heartache that they go through.
And guess what? And when they go broke,
right?
Who got their back?
Right. You watch how people use that friendliness, or that, well, my friend just gonna give it to me and I'm still gonna go out here and, like you said, go on vacation or go do whatever. And so you're like, when presented with evidence that makes sense, I can hold myself accountable as a woman and say, you're right. A lot of women can't, but I can.
Okay, Sunshine. Okay.
We got a comment from Big Red. It's about to pop up.
Okay.
Give it 2 seconds.
Let's give it the 2 seconds.
Give it some, the TV a little off. There we go.
Okay. Money should never be the reason friends fall out. We give each other knowledge of our particular field. If a friend is making money mishaps and they're trying new things, but their effort is consistent. I ain't gonna lie, I will fall out with a friend for inconsistency. Not necessarily money, but inconsistency. In this
I'm not
aspect,
talking to somebody right now because she owed me $300.
But this is the thing. So in this aspect, being consistent is one thing, right? Because everything that you put out there is not going to necessarily work. Everything that you put out there is not necessarily going to make you money. But it's the entitlement. Like, we are in this world, we are in this new age where everybody is entitled, right? Nobody wants to invest in themselves. Everybody, it's like a handed to me thing. And I don't want people around me who feel entitled. Like, don't feel entitled to what I have that I worked for because you are associated with me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's vice versa. I don't feel entitled to what people have because I'm associated with them. Like, you work for that. No matter how you work for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily the financial aspect that will cause me to fall out with you, but it's the entitlement, because you're not entitled to what I have at all.
So listening to her friend as well, it was like this happened and this happened and this happened.
Like a spiral effect.
Right. I'm the friend that, unfortunately, unless we have been like ace boon coons for a long, long time, If you're the type of person that stuff is always happening to you, that's the type of person that I'll eventually let go as a friend. Because yes, life happens, but if it's to the point, like how you kind of said, self-sabotage, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point it's like, it's always, every time I talk to you, the
It's always
world is
something.
ending. It's
I don't want to be
always
around
something.
people like
I
that.
can't be
can't.
around. Yeah.
If every time we talk or every time we communicate, your world is always bad, we don't even need to be, like in the same realm. Big Red Lee said, I will support the effort. It might not be financially, it could be my presence that is needed. And that's fine. Presence is, like presence is fine. And I don't think in the interview she said that B Simone wasn't present. It was more so on she was losing everything and she watched her, write checks to other people. So you can be present, and just not be there, like financially. But I wouldn't even want my friends to feel obligated to me, like financially. And then even when it comes to presence, and I said this before, but I was going through one of the hardest times in my life, right? Like with divorce. And one of the closest people to me did not know that I was going through divorce. When I talked to her, I was fine. It was never negative. It was always because like she was happily married, and I didn't want to portray my negativity of my relationship off on her. Like I loved her enough not to portray my negativity off on her relationship, because regardless of what you say, when you're always speaking on something to a person, it embeds in their head. Like it embeds in their head. So for me speaking on my marriage negatively to a friend who's happily married, if her husband does something or whatever that's in a negative light, whereas she might have looked at it like, like, hey, I can get over, we can work through this. Now she might be taking on my emotions with her situation. I never want to be that friend. Like I'm not that friend. So I went through that particular time, like solo. And when she finally found out when she found out I was already divorced, but when she found out I was divorced and like we were in the process of doing the separation, she was like, why didn't you contact me so that I can walk you through this? Because we've walked through everything in life together since we were 11 years old. But as a friend, I just didn't want to do that to her because I loved her enough not to bring her into my negative realm of life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you love a person like that, you don't drag them down because you're falling at that particular point of life. Like you still uplift them and keep going. I can be going through anything in life and I'll uplift my friends and you wouldn't even know I was going through nothing. And they be like, girl, I didn't even know. No, you're not going to know. If that friend is entitled, they're getting checked on the spot. We as a crew didn't make our money by entitlement. Coming to each other is a humbling experience every time. That's what Big Red just said. And see, I like that because, yeah, like entitlement, it's a no-go. You definitely have to check those things. And I'll give you a pass one time, but if we come into it a second time and you feeling entitled to something that I have, it's definitely it's a no-go. Like let me be the one that offers it, but don't feel entitled to something that a person has.
Yeah, I'm that friend. Like, if you that giving friend that's like, oh, we going out to eat and I'm paying or I'm buying or I'm doing this, that, and the third. I'm that friend that will tell you before we even get there, before we even go, hey, I ain't got no money. I don't want to go because I don't have no money right now, or that's not the kind of spot I can afford, or whatever I'm in my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, if you deciding that you doing something altruistic or whatever, but I'm never coming into it with the thought of, oh, we about to go out to eat and my friend gonna pay. Like those videos where you see people and they ordering all kind of crazy stuff and then they be like, well, I didn't bring my wallet, or you said we was going out to eat, so I thought you was paying. I never think of it like that. I never think of it like that. I'm always gracious and appreciative if somebody take care of you, but you never go expecting them to take care of you unless y'all doing stuff like this. Now, if you do this, I expect you to pay for it. This too.
That too. Scissor. But I'm thankful that I have friends around me where we do for each other. So, you know, like you might pick up the tab, I might pick up the tab.
Right.
Like I like people around me like that. Like we do for each other, because that's, in my opinion, that's when we're aligned. That's when we're in sync. I don't like the one offs where you feel like I'm supposed to do everything, even relationship wise. Like, you know, I don't feel like in a relationship everything should be on one person. Like no, we both can handle, you know, like different things or different aspects when it comes to going out and different things like that. So y'all, our topic today with the aligning and declining and how to formulate that to the life that you desire. It has been very good. We've touched on so many topics. I can't wait to chat with you guys next week. Do be mindful, we do have other shows that are coming on this evening here at Hits 92.3. Always remember you can join in on the conversations at 404-254-4347. You can follow me on social media on Instagram at mz.ashleynicole. There in my bio, you have all of my my links when it comes to hair, when it comes to real estate. You can also see all the other shows on the Hits 92.3 page there on Instagram. It's been wonderful talking to you guys today. Bye.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, KELZ. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items. Looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.